Hello, very good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Super. Wow, fantastic evening. Why people are behind the cameras again? What happened to you? Come on, quickly, we'll discuss very important topic today. Good evening, everyone. I hope you are getting the most out of these daily 30 minutes of sessions and enjoying them right quickly. Come on. And also, if you are a first time joiner, please join every day at 7:55 p.m. sharp to avoid missing important information. Again, please let me know if my audio is clear. Super. Now let's talk about something we have all faced. Stressed because by the office politics. I remember early in my career, in my corporate career, feeling overwhelmed when I saw others getting ahead while I felt stuck. One time, my boss gave me extra work, and I thought, are they trying to overburden me? Especially right. But instead of resting, yeah, now cameras are switching on. Come on, right? But instead of resisting, I took ownership of the task, showed progress even if it wasn't complete, and aligned myself with their goals. What is the result? Not only did I reduce stress, but my boss started to trust me more. Okay, no worries. So today's session is different. This might be your only opportunity to learn these strategies firsthand. I don't want you to miss this chance to finally rise above office politics and take control of your career. I know exactly how it feels. When office politics weigh you down, it's draining and it's make you doubt your potential. Let's look at how you can do the same. Yes, here it is. Today's important topic, overcoming office politics. As my journey was from struggling with my career transition, personal setbacks, and major life changes to finding resilience and success, I want to share how this relates to something many of you face in the workplace. Stress from office politics. Just like the challenges I faced, office politics can leave you feeling stuck, lost, and drained. But here is the good news, you don't have to let it control your career or your well being. Today, I'll teach you how to manage stress from office politics and rise above it, just like I did with my own challenges. When I was in the Navy, we did not really have office politics. There, it was more like do your job or face the consequences. Simple, right? But when I transitioned to the corporate companies, I realized something very special. Office politics is like a game of chess, except no one tells you you are a pawn. I'd be sitting there thinking I'm doing great, only to find out there is a whole strategy going on behind my back. The biggest difference in the Navy, I knew exactly who was in charge for me. In corporate, sometimes it feels like everyone is secretly the king of queen. As I shared earlier, after my time in the Navy, I thought my transitioning to the corporate companies would be very easy, but I quickly realized how challenging it could be. Office politics, subtle power plays, and trying to fit in made things harder and more stressful. I have been through it and I know how draining it can feel. But here is the good news, you don't have to let office politics hold you back again and again. I'm saying you, just like I found my way out. Today, I'll share some simple strategies that helped me reduce and rise above the politics. So you can focus on your work and reach your full potential. Office politics can often feel overwhelming and frustrating, and it's something many of us struggle with daily. But what if I told you that by focusing on the right things, you could overcome these challenges and excel in your career? During my early days in the Indian Navy, at the age of 18, I remember I often felt frustrated. There were a lot of instructors would punish me for even the smallest unintentional mistakes. I remember thinking, I am as young as their sons, as good as their sons. How could they make me struggle like this? I scolded them in my mind, convinced they were unfair to me. The punishment were not light. Either they could involve lifting heavy rifles up and running for 30 minutes without stopping, including my all the dresses, boots, heavy uniforms, helmets, and other military equipment. Sometimes we had to do endless jumping jacks or running around the parade grounds, big parade grounds. Other times it would mean being assigned extra security work during our limited rest period. At that moment, it felt unbearable, and I couldn't understand why they were so tough. But after 1 to 2 years, I realized that something important. My stamina had increased, my decision making had improved, and my stress management was at an all time high. I finally understood one thing. You have also to understand that the intention behind these tough measures was not to break me, but to boost my productivity, confidence, and resilience. My immaturity led me to judge them too quickly, but their true goal was to prepare me for any situation. In the same way, guys, ladies and gentlemen, before you jump to the conclusion about office politics or think that your seniors are trying to overburden you with additional tasks, take a moment to analyze the situation. Their intention might be to push you to the next level, just as my instructors did. I was wrong. The challenges we face often have hidden benefits, and those extra tasks could be your stepping stones to the next stage in your career. Sometimes what feels like a burden today may be your biggest opportunity for your growth tomorrow. I realized that. Have you ever felt that your senior manager is giving you extra work and wondered why? Anyone? No one? No one's life? It has happened that you are thinking that your senior manager is giving you extra burden job. Guys, what's happening? Why are you with pale faces? Yeah, Vinayak is saying yes. I know it's easy to feel like you are being overburdened, overloaded, but before jumping to conclusions, let's take a pause for a moment. What if it's an opportunity in disguise? Here is what I learned in my career. Take that responsibility on your shoulder. Show your seniors that you can handle it. If you can't finish in time, don't panic. Show them your progress. Keep them informed and demonstrate your commitment. Often they are not looking for perfection, but for effort, initiative, and progress. Align yourself with the goals of your organization. And most importantly, with your boss's goals. When they see that you're working toward the same objectives, miracle can happen. It happened to me. It's not always about doing the job perfectly the first time. It's about the showing that you are in the game, that you are caring about the bigger picture of the organization. Remember, you can't always change the environment around you, but you can change yourself. your attitude, your approach, and how you handle these situations. When you adopt the extra work as a chance to grow, it will shift how you are perceived, and it may just to the key to unlocking the next level of your career. If you have ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you are just not getting ahead, believe me, I've also been there too. But here is the truth. Once you align yourself with your boss's goals, nothing but your organization's goals, and stop worrying about others, that's when real progress happens. So I would like to tell you that some impacts. What are the impacts of office politics on your stress and productivity? Office politics can leave you feeling stressed, drained, and unproductive. Instead of focusing on your work, you find yourself caught up in trying to excel relationships and agendas. So early in my career corporate journey, I found myself caught in the crossfires of office politics. Decisions were being made behind my back, and it affected my productivity and stress levels. But I soon learned that the shifting of my focus inward to me, I could rise above it. So to overcome this, I will tell you simple 5 key practices, the strategies, if you want to implement them. Are you ready for that? So here are the 5 strategies. First one is focus on your growth. When I first entered the corporate world, I struggled with poor communication skills. Coming from a small village, I was not polished as some of my colleagues. I didn't excel at work. I was constantly under stress, wondering why others were doing better than me. At first, I was focused how my colleagues were excelling, which only added to my stress. I would think, why are they doing so well and why am I not? I spent hours stressing about it, which made things worse. But then I realized something. It wasn't about them, it was about me. Instead of worrying about how others were succeeding, I decided to focus on my growth. I started spending additional hours learning and improving my skills. I focused on what I could control my work. The turning point came when I stepped and stopped stressing about what others were doing and invested that energy into myself. I spent extra time learning new skills, improving my communication, and polishing my work. Slowly, I noticed that my performance improved. My stress levels dropped, and my boss began treating me with more respect. And what happened? In that journey, I became an author of the book, The Art of Effortless Productivity. It's a simple example. And it's all about mindset. When you focus on your own work and growth, your productivity naturally goes up and the stress from office politics fades away. The better you perform, the less office politics will affect you because your work will speak for itself. So don't focus on how others are excelling. Instead, focus on improving your own skills. By doing this, your performance will improve, your stress will reduce, and you will start feeling more valued at work. When you are delivering great results, office politics becomes less of a factor. And also, in addition to coming from a small village and struggling with communication skills, I also believed for a long time that degrees would be the key to standing out. I thought that if I earned enough qualifications, it would guarantee success. I went on to complete many degrees, including an MBA from United Kingdom, Liverpool John Moores University. I thought that having these certificates would set me apart in my career. But soon, I realized that while education was important, it wasn't enough. These certificates and degrees were not making me excel at work the way I had hoped. So what truly helped me succeed wasn't the degrees, but the skills I developed and the personal development I focused on. The degrees gave me foundation, but the real growth came from I learning how to communicate better, how to lead, and how to manage my time and stress. So focus on developing practical skills that are immediately applicable to your job. Invest in skills. Continuously work on self-improvement, both in and out of the office. Don't rely completely on degrees. Put what you have learned into the action. Now, the second one is build strong alliances. Avoid falling into the trap of office cliques. Instead, build genuine relationship based on mutual respect. Build trust and respect with everyone, not just as a specific group. Speak to your senior every day for 15 minutes and actively participate in the conversation. You will be moving out of that hesitation and you will come to know what's happening in your organization. That is goal, aligning with the goal. I would like to tell the third point. Stay above the fray. What is this fray means? Gossip. Gossip and back channel conversation only